We're back.
I'm over here like I was.
All right.
Just digging for stuff, and I was like, no.
So we're just gonna. I can't control this anymore. The ship is driving itself.
Yay.
So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna bounce back and forth between this and this.
Okay.
Grog found the garbage chute. He's climbing up the garbage chute just fine. We're not worried about our boy Grog. He is going to be very sad he missed Lightning Fart Dog.
He is going to be very sad he missed Lightning Ass Dog.
Appropriate place for a garbage chute. The butt of the statue.
Yes.
Fine.
So the two of you, visible again, in the main hallway, the main like wraparound floor level, whatever, with the elevator arm at your back. What do you want to do?
And I'll put my arm around her, and we start walking away from the elevators.
Yeah.
Like, so I guess we'll just go up some stairs. You see any stairs?
Do I see stairs?
There are stairs. There's stairs leading down. There's some stairs leading
totally,
up.
Which
the
way?
height difference is the arm around the shoulder is hi Dewey.
Hello?
Which
The weenie dog just opened the door.
which way is that? That you have the compass, right, Arten?
Yes, but we also know it's going to be up, right? It said eyes
Right.
and things. All right, pull out the compass, and the compass says.
Well, it remember it does the thing where if it's spinning and maybe you tilt it and then it does the yeah. It's definitely angling up.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Just up.
So then that it's just basically that
You're not going
you
to
know
close the
that
door,
you
dog?
are that you are basically an aficionarian in that I am basically a very prestigious professor, and then that's the cover. I will let you do the talking because you're the better one.
Sure.
And then that ass that we are walking that she just takes like one of those pin quill things and just like updo her hair up in like a professor bun.
He just wanted me to open the other door so he could walk through.
He knows he runs this house.
Excuse me, sir. Sir. Open that door.
Butler. My leg is too small.
I'm not a butler, I'm a valet.
Alright, so the two of you head up a couple of flights of stairs. We'll make this easy. Every level you're checking and it's still saying up. You keep finding stairways up.
Yeah.
Eventually you do come to what seems like the top level, and they've been kind of getting narrower. Once you get, toward the neck, they're narrower, and then into the head it starts to widen back out again. But what feels like around the jawline, you hit the top floor. Using the compass again, it will point you toward essentially a point on the jaw where there's a door supposedly leading into an apartment. There's no windows right here, but the gist of it is on the north side.
No.
Now, obviously, this door is locked. This is someone's residence. What do y'all want to do?
Obviously, I think we knock.
I don't have that spell.
Boom, boom.
You knock on the door. It echoes. There is no response. Whoever might be there is not home.
Who is it?
Nope.
Grog has
No.
Grog's already put his dirty feet on the couch.
No.
He has stolen all
F
the
your couch! F your couch!
Okay. Problematic.
No, I will say y'all passed a
I
few.
should have never given you elves money.
I will say y'all passed a few people in the halls, but like they kind of just like give you a nod and great day for the festival and kind of head on. Nobody's really stopping to chat.
Sorry, I made myself laugh.
You're pretty funny.
This tracks. So, y'all knocked. There was no answer. The door is locked.
What's the door made of? How strong does it look?
The building is stone. The doors look to be very solid, well-polished, quite ornamental wood.
Before we go destruction, let me refer.
She sees me like just like sizing up the door. I'm like, I think I could probably just
Snap it to a slim jim?
I'm looking.
Tal'gor just lifts his head out of a pile of blankets and
heard.
pillows and starts running.
it's just
My time has come!
See, this is when Nate opening the door would be great. That basketball game has
Okay,
to be
what
running
is
late.
Phantasm Force going to be able to do? Because that's the about useful thing.
That's not gonna... Phantasmal Force creates a hallucination on the target.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Firstly, I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay, it's locked.
I had to make sure.
Yeah.
Being a former DM myself, I have to make sure.
It is
I
locked.
have tricked people with unlocked doors.
It is locked.
Is it like a deadbolt or a latch or?
So it's gonna be like the thumb latch type of door, like medieval door. You don't. I will say you don't.
Pop the hinges.
I was gonna try to do the wedge thing, but I was like, or if it was like a bar behind it, like a little.
Well, okay. Let me
knife in between.
logic this for you again.
Okay.
You're in the hall outside.
Yeah.
This is somebody's residence. All of these apartments are residences. The door is locked, which means that if there's no answer inside, either the person in there is asleep, dead, or they're not in there, in which case, how could they have barred it from the outside?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Which way do the doors open? In or out?
Well, technically, front doors open in. Apartment doors open in.
Okay, so there you go. I don't know. I've been in weird places.
Apartment doors are supposed to open in.
I've also been in places that are grandfathered into about every OSHA code you could have.
So the hinges will be inside, just opening in.
Which is why they open in. Because security. But also without being able to open the latch, you
I'm
don't
gonna
know
let
if
him
there's a
finish
chain or
reading
something.
whatever he's reading. See if there's a.
No, that magnified gravity won't
You
work.
have to be able to see what you're pulling toward.
Right.
Which
is going to be middle of the door if I was going to. Cause
I mean, you can maybe back up like a. Let me put it this way. It is still a circular like floor level with the open atrium. You could maybe go to the other side and use magnified gravity in the atrium space to try to maybe yoink the door out. But that would definitely fall under the guise of vandalism and breaking and entering.
Yes. So I'm trying to figure
We're
out.
breaking and entering. That's a thing.
It's only breaking and entering if you leave evidence that they can find that you broke and entered.
Yeah,
If they
it's
don't
only
know
a
you
crime if
did.
you get caught.
Right.
Agreed.
And if you don't break, you only entered.
Right.
That's not how that they don't define it like that.
And I mean, if you don't steal something, then it's
Trespassing.
not burglary. It's just but it's vandalism if you break something.
Oh, that's. That vortex warp would work, but the thing is, I can't see on the other side of the door.
Right.
Can you see through a keyhole?
Is there a keyhole?
I mean,
Like you said that in character.
Yes.
My character says, "Well, there's a keyhole right there. Look through that."
You can see through.
okay.
It's old fashioned medieval skeleton key
100%.
thumb latch door.
I was gonna say I picked the lock, but I don't pick locks, so
Well, then, do you resist? It's just going to be just a little shift.
what are you doing?
I am going to warp you on the other side of the door.
All right, do it.
Oh.
So basically, that I am going to spin vortex warp. Basically, just going to place her hand on his arm, look in the door, and then he floops into the door.
Okay.
I floop.
Except there's that wall of indestructible force
Vortex
between
warp.
you.
It's a second level spell.
Last time I flooped, it was
Yeah,
a big
I'm,
mess.
I'm looking.
But,
Oh, it's a Strixhaven. Okay.
Last time you fluked, Erebos said it's okay, honey.
Happens to everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So teleported to an unoccupied space you can see within range. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. You can do that. You
Why
can.
did
You
I
can
just Misty Step? Oh gosh,
You had that?
I forget I had it. It's a little
It's
something
fine.
thing.
It's fine.
He fluked me and I was like, teleport. I was like, wait, I can do
You
that.
just misty step.
I can do that myself.
You just misty step back out in the hall. Wait, I can do this.
I could have done this the whole time. What's wrong with me?
All right, so you are in the room, and
It is fighter punch things.
It is a very fancy like sitting area. Like everything in here looks breakable. Crystal decanters and glasses.
If you're strong enough, everything is breakable.
Well, this looks like if you look at it wrong, stuff might break.
Cool.
Like this is a very fancy apartment situation. There is a window that looks out, like you can see the fingertips of the hand. And there's a window there. There's like kitchen space. It's like a small kitchenette situation. What looks like bedrooms over that away. A little bit of a study space. Like it's a apartment, but it's a really fancy like penthouse apartment.
Okay. First thing I do, open the door.
Yep, you can do that.
Let her in.
Yep.
Okay.
Shut it and lock it back.
Good job.
And then we're going to slowly walk around the apartment and clear the room, making sure that no one's asleep or dead or tranced or whatever in here.
Casting detect magic.
Okay, hang on 1 second, let me double check a thing.
Unfortunately for Arten, there's just so many glasses right on the edge of decorative tables.
Arten, what are you doing? No, I can't stop.
Okay.
Just
There's
There
just a
is
box
no,
over in the corner as well.
There's no, like, magical wardings or anything. You don't, like, as you're keeping this detect magic up and running, there's nothing that's pinging on your senses directly. But when you pass by the window, you do get that kind of, like, that same feeling that you got with the tittle on the mausoleum. Shut up.
You got the same feeling from the tittle.
You feel that same, like, darkness and that same, like, connectedness.
It is outside the window. I feel it.
before we go out there, make sure no one's here.
I made sure.
Y'all clear the room.
Okay.
There's nobody in.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's really easy to do. Nobody, like, getting in the room was the big hurdle here.
There's a whole thing of like going around corners and stuff. I was
Right.
like,
Yeah. No. You can do that, and you clear the room, and there's
Okay.
no one. There's no one and nothing that is there to hurt you.
is there anything else that's fancy and expensive that I might want to make go missing?
Does anyone make it up through the garbage chute?
He makes it up through the garbage chute. Now he's in like a service like basement in the ass cheeks of the statue.
He's in the buttment.
I mean, yeah, there's plenty fancy things.
Okay.
He is in the laundry room.
Like lots and lots of fancy stuff. Okay, cool. We're gonna check back on this later.
Lord help me.
Alright.
So, if the both of y'all would
Compass.
please roll investigation on the window itself.
Okay.
Stay up.
Tonight is
I
not
don't
my
investigate shit.
night. Tonight is not my night. And then that,
I got a whole 7.
I got a 15.
Not
Okay.
your
Then
night.
that
You
is
doubled
low.
mine and some.
That's
but
low.
it's not your night.
Okay, so, Arten, you keep getting distracted by the way
Shiny
the
stuff.
light's playing through the crystal that's kind of on a little side table right here by the window. Like,
And it needs to
there's
get
a
pushed
really-
off that side table. It
yeah,
just,
it's a really pretty glass. It's got that nice little diamond pattern on it. Zhonya, you're taking a lot more, like, you're paying a lot more attention, and you're kind of going over the window, like, piece by piece. You do eventually find, in the casement of the window, the wooden frame that the window is set in, on the outside of the glass, some of the, like, cracks in the paint start to look like words. And just putting it all together, take a couple of minutes, and you find your next clue.
Did you find another tittle?
With blurry eyes and
Guess it's
clumsy
gotta be
hands,
two.
a drunkard knows more than a king can understand. That she basically just hastily like looks back, and then that she has one of those extra quills and then write it down up in her spell book,
Yep.
and like, okay, I think that we got what we need. That hold it up to the compass, and then also
like compass.
pointing directly at the weird little crack paint words on the window casement.
Okay. So now that we know this, this compass, like, I shut it and opened it back. Does it do anything?
Yes, it is now pointing directly out the window across the city.
Okay. We got what we need. We got clue number 2.
No, I heard... when Fil'verl was making a scene, I heard the guards say that the drunkard was across town. There must be another statue. The drunkard. Fuck. We're in the wrong statue.
No.
No.
It's just step 1.
Step 2.
You're on a scavenger hunt, guys.
I'm in statue 1 to take me to statue 2.
Hey, y'all pry that bit of Kairos out of the tittle.
Oh my god.
There's not actually a gem piece. There's not a fragment here.
That's why I was
It's just a riddle carved into the wood of the casement.
Well, then I do not feel like that. I feel like that our investigation is done.
At about this point, you see Zhonya go past the window with lightning. Zarina coming past
Up
the window
100
with lightning out of
feet?
Sure, why the hell not, man? You did this.
I didn't give her a propulsion system.
The lightning is the propulsion system.
She's teleporting.
Arten,
It's just the worst Sputnik ever in the air. Can they hear, wow, that is not what I expected from Rebecca's dog.
You hear
they're a ways up, so maybe not.
You just hear Zhonya go like, what in the fuck did he do to my dog?
What's the range on message? Is it 100 and...
Is it less
I think
than 100
you have to
feet?
be able to see who you're...
Pretty sure she looks out the window.
It is 100... It's 120 feet. You could totally message her.
Are you going to message me, Zhonya, to see what...
Just basically going to just hold on to me for a moment, Arten. Basically, see the eyes of Zarina, and then just basically cast message through her to him, and just like, what exactly is going on?
Your dog has a gluten allergy.
I'm out. I break contact. I have a conversation.
That this is payback from last night. That is very well.
No,
I'm gonna
this
walk
is
into
not
the
payback
kitchen
at all.
area.
Okay.
This is
Is there
unexpected.
anything to eat or drink in this rich person's kitchen
All
area?
right.
So, it definitely doesn't seem like it's a kitchen where they cook, like, full meals. It's definitely, like, snacks and, like, booze. There's a mini bar.
So like a
Dude,
hotel.
Oh, dude, there's a glass harmonica full of whiskey.
No.
There's individually wrapped almonds.
Okay, in the minibar. In the minibar.
First off, there's a little piece of paper that tells you the M&Ms are $85.
Not my $85. Whatever. In the minibar, there's obviously there's gonna be a bunch of like little bottles of stuff.
Yes.
I just want to take one from like the back row.
Okay.
So it's like not immediately missed, but
Right.
if someone was counting every day,
so you get a little like pyramidal bottle, like a pyramidal glass bottle
cool.
that's got some really nice.
Who
yellow
took my
amber
brandy
wine.
but Fireball whiskey?
Take
I
that
had
little thing
6.
right there.
Alrighty then, Arten, we are going to do the same thing. That let me out, and then
I'll let you out, then I'll get out myself.
Okay.
So I let her out, lock the door, and then I'll Misty step through.
Fair enough.
I forgot I could do that earlier.
It's
Make
fine.
sure to mark off a use
I
of
did.
it if you.
I have so many uses. Which...
Alright, so what is y'all's plan to get out of the Hawkman?
Basically,
What are the
Go
guards
down.
doing to the lightning?
we
bolt?
are
go down
going
the
down, and
stairs.
then we are going to basically go down, and then hearing that this whole like Rebecca's dog thing, I guess, gonna try. No, that won't work.
As we're walking down the stairs, I'm going to say, I say we just leave as if we're supposed to be here and we're leaving. We're visiting friends if anyone asked, and we're just leaving.
That makes sense.
The worst they could do is tell us to leave, which is what we're trying to do.
That's fair.
Did anyone else see the lightning flying dog in all the chest windows?
Oh, guaranteed.
No,
Can't
because the chest windows are in the apartments, like the inner hall, the atrium halls, don't have window access because they're inside on the inside of the apartments. It's like the monastery at Ravensclaw again. Like all the rooms are in the outside space and all the hallways are in the inside space.
Okay, so I get a D4
yes, technically,
each day.
but all they're doing
So I get
is
4
like
today. I get 3 more.
the fireworks are different this year. Like, nobody really thinks it's out of the ordinary because it is a festival day.
Yeah.
It just seems like
done
somebody's
acid, and this would have been way worse.
It really would have been a lot worse, yeah. So while y'all are making your way back down to the arm to get the elevator, I assume, yes?
Mm-hmm.
What is before we get back to Serena? What is Grog doing in the storage space? Butt cheeks.
All right.
I don't have sending.
Okay, so that's another past wisdom.
Okay.
Grog is going to sneak up to the door or walk. Is there anyone else in this room?
No.
Going to go up to the closest door.
Okay.
With his little goblin dark vision eyes can
Right.
see. Press a gobbo hairy ear to it and see what he hears.
Footsteps in the distance that are fading away.
What is Grog's subclass as a rogue?
I don't know if I ever actually gave him one. Probably thief.
I don't think he has one. If he doesn't, we're going to make this dude an arcane trickster.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Modify as you choose.
Actually, I don't know. It's not on here, but I don't see anything specific. Just off sneak aim, sneak attack. Yeah, I don't see anything specific. But he's going to slowly open the door.
He's looking into a hallway that seems like it leads to the atrium type of space. Like it's brighter over there. And
not that he knows, but
they're still going to be 15 or more floors above. But yes, the central colonnade. This is essentially, he's in the large janitor closet that has all the supplies for all of the main areas.
okay, he's going to go back in and see if there is a janitor's outfit, roughly goblin size.
Halfling size, so it's a little larger.
Roll up all the sleeves.
He will just roll that sleeve, roll those pant legs. He will put on a little hat, has a little name badge that says Earl.
He just grabs a broom and just goes.
And he will grab a broom and start heading out like he belongs there.
Just gonna sweep my way across this atrium.
Actually, no, he'll grab a mop because he heard there was a spill somewhere of wine. That is his plan.
All right. Okay, so back outside. Zorina ate the pepper and blinked to be 10, 15 feet above the guards at the gate, reemerges with lightning coming out her ass, and starts her way across the space. And the guards are just like, yeah, no, hey, your friend Rebecca needs to get her dog under control, yeah? Like, neither one of them has, ranged weaponry. They're just kind of like...
I don't know if that's Rebecca's dog. Do dogs do this? I'm not from here. I'm from another plane.
The one that was called Red earlier is going to be like, alright, fine. And he goes running off to... The premise being he's going to go find, some more guards. Or somebody to deal with this. Like a black cloak. One of the open lords, maybe. I don't know. He's looking for somebody.
He just comes back with a character you have to find in Dragon Age or Dragon Heist. Just Phil's gonna go. Wow! Wow! And then turn and walk up the street.
Fair. Okay, so... Yeah, Zarina's just going to be causing chaos for, the next minute, and then
Hold on, how long is the actual spell?
It technically only lasts a minute. Like
Yeah, no, I'm making sure. I didn't cast it with lengthened spell. Yeah, it's up to a minute. So she'll be doing her thing. She got the chili toots.
Alright, so are you gonna try to, like, find a spot to wait for everybody to come back?
So there's nobody, like, out in the street, there's no, like, vendors or anything anywhere nearby here for anything?
No. This is very residential space, and most of the people are either still waking up in the morning or
there's not like a neighborhood bar or a convenience store, not like, there's not even a Banana Republic, because this is a Richie neighborhood.
No, it's Apple Democratic.
No.
No, it would be Apple Autocracy here.
Apple Autocracy. Even better.
But you can make your way to one of the main. It's like a long city block on. It's got between two of the main road, the main north-south road. So you could.
I will try to move far enough so I could go between a couple buildings to be off to the side.
Yeah.
And maybe try to get around to the back.
Fair enough. Okay, so. Probably you can make it around the back at about the same time that Grog was climbing, like, the leg to get to, like, the ass porthole.
Do I just watch him go, whoop?
Pretty much, yeah. So now at least you know that he made it in.
Oh, no.
And to be fair, you can also still see, like, you're keeping the arm in sight as well. It's impossible to miss.
So that's what I'm doing right now.
Alright. So when the ass blasting spell wears off, what is Zarina gonna do?
She's gonna try to. Let me see if she's smart enough to actually understand if it's going to end.
Yoink.
No.
Oh no!
Is this forever?
That
Mama help!
she's gonna be at least probably about.
She can blink a couple times to save herself on a fall.
That she's gonna probably be just kind of like just up in the air. I'm gonna say like 50 feet or so.
Yeah. But she'll eventually come down. Roll me a d4.
3.
Okay, so Phil, as you, like, relatively right after you see Grog go up and he closes the trap door behind him, you hear a bit of a whoop, like a yoip sound from Zarina, and you see her, like, blinking down from, like, the far side of the building from you. Like, not all the way back around to the front, but, like, the other category.
Oh, I hope she lands well, or else this is gonna be awkward.
You also hear the booted footsteps and jingling armors of what sounds like a small troop of guards coming into the courtyard in the front.
Fuck, so much stuff was in that bag.
Now you're out of sight, like you're beyond the wall.
No, I'm looking. I thought we had I had magic items that I no longer have now. So I had to erase a lot, and I'm trying to remember what I do actually remember and what I don't remember.
Okay.
So that's pretty much my turn.
Okay. Alright, so...
Hold on. I mean, I did some talking, did that, ran around the side. I do not have a spell that aids in this situation.
Okay. So, you two make it back to the floor that has the access tunnel to the arm, to the elevator. Do y'all want to try that, or do you want to try to find another way out?
I know this way out. This way out
Okay.
works.
So, as y'all come down the arm hall, and you're getting closer to the elevator, you can see that the guard is definitely, he's got like the chair kicked back against the wall, and he is definitely puffing on some puff.
It is dank.
There's some dank ass smell in here. Yeah.
There's a little crack for some ventilation.
So the two of you come down the hall, and do you just walk onto the elevator and wait for him? Do y'all want to talk to him? How do y'all want to play this?
No, walk on the elevator and wait for him. That's his job.
He's, like, y'all walk past him, and he kind of... Alright. He gets up from the chair, kind of slow walks his way onto the thing, and then he kind of... Visitors?
Yes.
What time did y'all come in? He's kind of tapping out his joint.
Late night?
It was late.
Alright, I get you. Yeah. So he says, keep your arms and then, frillies inside the don't fall off the edge. Then he pulls the lever, the door slides open underneath, and the elevator starts to descend.
We get down to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tip him a gold dragon.
Same.
I get it, guys. Thanks. He says, have a good festival day. It's a festival. Yeah.
You too.
He pulls the lever again, and the elevator starts going back up.
Can we take a moment to appreciate that we declared that this guard was a stoner, and the DM just ran with it?
Just running. Sounds like a great idea.
Spence, $8.50.
I know.
As y'all step off the elevator into the courtyard, you can see there is a bit of a handful of guards talking with the two guys at the gate that y'all recognize from before. And they're talking about, look, I don't even know, we don't know whose dog it is. We need to get, animal control over here or something. I don't know where it went. And they're just, they're having a bit of a kerfuffle there. But if y'all keep up the charade, y'all can probably just go
we're just
walking right past them.
You get a bit of a nod from a couple of them, and they're still trying to figure out what to do about this lightning butt dog. You saw the elevator dropping down with the two of them visible and apparently not arrested down to the ground level. What do you want to do with that?
Phil sees that, but knows Grog's up the butt.
Yep.
Looks back at them, knows Grog's up the butt. Does not have the ability to send messages. Will prestidigitate himself clean.
Okay.
And will do something that has not been seen. He will use prestidigitation to undo his hair.
Not the hair! Not the dreads!
So Phil's dreads poof out into this beautiful aurora borealis of natural hair.
Beautiful.
That he slicks back on the sides, giving a bit of a faux brohawk.
Beautiful.
Button the vest up, and as he's walking back towards the street, we use prestidigitation to change the color of his multicolored jacket to blue.
Okay. So he's not as it's not a full disguise self. But
No,
he's
just okay. To the internet, everybody talks shit about Superman putting on glasses and nobody knowing who he is.
I would be right.
Fucking Henry Cavill did that shit and it worked.
Yep.
I don't know how you missed 6'1" of gorgeous cut from the 1950s G-Man cloth like that, but they did. So, by the way, fight him, John Hamm, with your silky smooth hands. So
Put him on me.
Phil's going to
Put those hands on me.
Phil's going to come out. He'll actually, instead of having the collar popped up like he normally has,
Right.
he'll actually
Flatten it down. Yeah.
smooth it out and walk out. Since Zhonya has stepped out, make direct eye contact with Arten. Give a very serious face. And then turn to walk away down the street like it's normal.
Okay.
But not at a brisk pace because
Right.
5'5",
You're sauntering.
Yeah.
5'5", and walking, knowing 6'6" is going to catch up.
Right. Fair enough. All right. So the three of y'all can be back in one group as y'all are leaving the scene of your many crimes.
Together.
I didn't commit a single one.
No.
I committed a little theft.
You've committed a couple little crimes. You've done a little crime today.
A little bit. A little trespassing, but no one will know. Unless,
All right.
they find some lion hairs all around the
Did you
place.
sneeze?
I did not. But I definitely took a little thing.
Now here, what we failed to ask you was, did you resist the?
I did. I did resist all the knocking down of all the things.
Yeah.
That would have left fingerprints.
Yeah. Well, it would have left shards of glass too,
Yeah.
crystal.
I just didn't want to make extra noise.
Right. Also that.
The
So
second that Arten gets close enough that Phil can feel the very large masculine leonine presence behind him,
right.
Grog's up the butt.
The fuck is Grog up your butt?
No, I don't quite have that storage capacity.
I would hope not, but
But we don't know what you
you
keep under
magical
that
people
coat.
are weird. So, what do you mean?
Phil's gonna turn and look back at the Birdman.
Ah, shit.
He went up the butt.
It's a service entrance.
I'm assuming garbage chute.
It's a good place for a garbage chute.
Sorry, Grog.
Yeah. So Grog by this point has mopped his way up to the second level. He's still mopping. I assume that he is looking for any sign.
He is going to put out the wooden caution wet floor signs
Yeah.
that are mandated by law in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
He has another 2 over his shoulder,
Yeah.
and he's just going to keep janitoring his way through.
He's looking for Zhonya and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Arten
This
and
is our lovely boy.
Grog's gonna be a janitor for the rest of the day, or until he gets kicked out.
Until we're gonna
And
go.
his
We're gonna
payment is
lose.
gonna be the
I just
6
lost.
buttons.
I just helped Neysa immensely by losing our NPC.
At least for today. We'll see what
Like,
happens.
His payment for the day is just gonna be the 6 buttons that are on that janitor outfit.
To be fair, they are a fine oxbone.
It's a fine janitor outfit.
This is
like,
the janitor in this ritzy place is dressed better than most managers of not so ritzy places. It came with a hat.
the clue we found that led us here led us to another clue to lead us to another place.
Ha! Are we being led on a scavenger hunt?
I think so.
Well, we need to get one of our scavengers back.
I'll reach into my vest, uncork fancy drink.
It is very tasty. It's a very light white wine.
Damn, I should have took 2 of these.
Did you steal a wine cooler?
Yes. I should have got you one. I'm sorry.
No, you shouldn't have. That's what basic prepubescent elf bitches drink.
It was something that I could take that was not noticeable.
I want to be mad at you, but I can't. Because currently, I don't know if I can experience that emotion anymore.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
Well, then it's not
Hey,
okay.
look, anger.
Then it's not
No,
okay.
it's like the most passive-aggressive monotone voice raise, and he said, I'm still not sure if that's still anger or not.
Then it's not okay. But
So-
apparently we have to go to the drunkard.
For the stream, I'm going to read the clue out loud. With bleary eyes and clumsy hands, a drunkard knows more than a king can understand.
We have to get our goblin back. Would you leave Tal'gor unattended? Oh shit, we left Tal'gor unattended.
It's like the hypocrisy
Every
here.
damn episode will
The
be
hypocrisy.
It's not hypocrisy, it's just complete...
Favoritism.
It's just obliviousness. Also,
Fine.
Tal'gor is in a pillow fort sleeping
Hibernating. We said he was hibernating.
with
Fine,
all of his good
fine.
jerky.
So
Uh-huh.
we'll go to the butt of the statue. Which, like, to the opposite side.
Should we
Yeah.
tell Zhonya to, since Spence is not here, have Zhonya keep an eye out just
Yeah.
elsewhere while we go
Pretty
do
much,
this?
Yeah.
So we go
Zhonya-
do this stupidness?
Alright, so...
If can you Misty Step?
I can.
Okay. Problem is that the asshole is like 40 feet up. Like proportionally, it's about 40.
How did he get up there?
He climbed. He has little gobbo claws.
He is literally an arboreal goblin from Ixalan. They
I-
climb. That's what they do.
He's a little chimpanzee full of
Yes.
less rage.
Yes. You're not wrong.
Chimpanzees ain't cute, y'all. If you're going to pick one of our cousins, go for an orangutan. They are gentlemen.
Gibbons. Gibbons are fun.
Orangutans don't talk. They know how to. They just don't talk so they don't have to pay taxes. My favorite...
I can see this.
This is my favorite thing I've learned about folklore from Southeast Asia. Is there's a group of, I don't remember which country, it's either Indonesia or Malaysia. They swear that orangutans are smart enough to talk. They just don't because they know humans will put them to work and make them pay taxes.
This
I love
trap,
that.
I
love
this.
that so much. That's gonna be in every lore for everything I make forever.
Let's not argue though. The sequel Planet of the Apes movies, the Rise, Dawn, and yeah, the trilogy is better than every other Planet of the Apes movie.
Saying like,
Are you saying the new ones are better than the old ones?
Yes.
yeah,
All I know about the new ones is that I
Haven't
accidentally...
seen them?
No, I have not, because I accidentally drove into the movie set and was asked to leave.
Oh.
Twice.
okay, I've seen them and I agree. But all I've got to say is that like 7-8 years from now, I'll be running a game, and orangutans will be in the jungle, and they'll just be walking right by. And if they don't interact with them, they won't interact with them.
Yeah.
Damn it, it's gonna be in my notes. Those orangutans can fucking talk. They're smart enough. They're gonna do whatever they want.
Here's the best part. They make the humans pay taxes. Oh, Spence left his phone, and that's his BB calling.
I'm going to... Let me switch off audio
Yeah.
real quick, and you can answer.
Good.
Climb that.
Well, hold on. We both have, look. Phil actually has a positive number in athletics. I know that you do.
Mm-hmm.
So we could try this, or I can give you a chili pepper and grab onto you as we rocket upwards. I could make this a signature spell. Phil's flammable, flattable flight.
I feel like I take damage if that happens.
Oh, we will definitely take damage, but the question is it worth it? I will have to create this second level spell that's just Phil's flammable, flatulent flight.
Wait. Time out. So let's rephrase this. So, because I want you to say it correctly. I, as Arten, have no idea what you did to that dog.
Nope.
I make him do the thing.
Nope.
I do know the dog's doing the thing.
Was doing the thing. We don't know where dog is now.
Yeah, I don't know how the dog did it. I don't know if it was even you. So, we're behind the fence. We're there.
Underneath the poop chute.
And he's like, okay, Misty stepped through this fence. We had to climb up that. If we only had a way to
Misty step over the fence, we can just go over the fence and save a spell.
How? Can you make me fly or something?
I have means, yes.
The fence is only about 10 to 15 feet.
Well,
Also, you could boost me, and then I can hold a hand down while you do a hop.
That just seems more... Is there, like, streets are clear?
So
We are in a back alley.
Yep.
Alright, we'll do the boost and hop.
Well, hold on. Is there a bin that catches all the rubbish, or does this just come out the back of the bird to be swept away?
No. There is another, like, elevator situation that's currently set to the side because it's not trash lowering day.
Yeah, that just plop out.
Look, I'm trying to make sure because
Remember, it enters into like a storage and like janitorial supply area.
Okay. Sorry.
Phil does not know that.
Phil does not know this. I literally, talking about Hewitt,
Same.
thought there was a chute that these people literally just toss stuff out of because, let's be fair, rich people would do it,
They
assuming
would.
somebody else will take care of it.
They would, but no, this is like a high-end apartment like situation in a magical infused plane. Like, no, it's clean, it's sanitary, and there is a designated trash day.
Okay, so...
Alright, so that plant, there's not a pile of trash that we can climb to get closer
No.
to the butt.
No.
No,
So,
because that would be extremely unsanitary.
boost him
Have
up.
you been to New York?
No, and I don't want to unless I'm going to Broadway to see Hadestown. Because I
Valid.
want to see Hadestown.
I boost him up.
Yeah, to the wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he helps me
Yeah.
scatter up, and then we hop down. Okay.
So y'all are inside the fence again, and you can
Just left this place.
hear and see the guards through the legs of the statue. They're still talking about what do we do about that lightning ass dog? Like, who do we need to tell?
Okay, so I would go up to the trash chute. And now I'm trying to size it up to see if I can.
All right.
If I can
Again, it is about 40 to 50 feet above y'all.
climbable
Yes.
claws.
Question. It's got like a latch that's closed. It's not like an open chute, is it?
No, there is a door that Grog was able to, it's just kind of a flip door.
But he closed it.
He did.
Shit.
Smart.
Yeah, but if he had done that, we would see inside and be able to Misty Step. Okay. All right. So
You can make me fly.
I might be able to. I'm learning new things daily.
Look, if you can make me fly, And I'll just I'll hold on to you. I'll fly up there. You open the gate while I'm holding you. Open the door while I'm holding you. Then we climb in.
Oh, this is gonna be so great. Okay.
So y'all want to jetpack ass blast,
Well,
toting the elf.
So-
I don't know what's an ass blast yet.
Phil's just gonna pull out this pepper. I have this Scotch bonnet.
What does that do?
It's going to help you fly.
You're supposed to be magical. What's this?
You're going to eat it.
How is a pepper
It is
gonna
very.
make me
Hold
fly?
hold your arms out like this.
Okay.
You're not carrying Phil.
Again.
It's very spicy.
So now my breath is spicy, and I'm holding you. How is this supposed to work?
Give it a second. You'll feel it. However, this time it will just... Let me check the spell to see the element types.
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison.
We will go with fire this time. Phil's going to be like, alright. Another thing to chalk up to her having bad ideas. I'm going to have to deprogram so much. And he's saying this out loud as he's in your arms.
Reprogram what? What are you talking
Should
about?
kick in right now. I'm just going to slap a hand in her mouth.
Y'all are apparently lucky enough that most of the guards have moved away.
Okay, so we fly up like 30, 40 feet. Can you grab the thing? Because I'm just...
Just
push it open.
It flips up and open. Y'all can basically rocket man up in there.
So I'm still rocket manning. Not even using the ladder. Just...
As we get in, going to drop concentration. As we're on the ground.
Grab a... What the fuck was that?
I didn't think that's how this spell worked, but apparently it does.
Now, at about this point, y'all can hear jingling from down below. You might want to close the... Yeah.
That's the worst fucking spell ever.
You asked if I could make you fly.
I regret everything of what just happened.
Your mouth burns.
Do you not want to play anymore?
Your ass burns. Everything burns.
Were you not having a good time?
I need to both drink and sit in some milk. And we can talk then.
You gotta look around the room.
So it is a dark and dingy storage supply. Like, it's a very large supply closet, basically.
Ass blasters.
I love that this is now something that we can canon in this game use Dragon's Breath for. This is your fault. You gave it propulsion.
I mean, logically, there's no way to not make it propulsion. It's a 15-foot cone. That means that it's double a normal humanoid's body size, at least. That means it's definitely going to propel most anything.
Well, we just ass blasted.
So if anyone ever does Dragon's Breath where they shoot it out their mouth, we're just going to watch it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just watch them go flying back like... Just cast it on a rabbit.
We need to tell this to Milvac. He needs to create the magical strafing bunny.
Look, if you try to destroy Dr. Hopkins... Like, here's the thing. That 6 games, and that,
Damn rabbit.
and that fucking rabbit
Damn
is...
rabbit.
I had to get... The rabbit carried a knife that did a D2 damage. I couldn't say no because it was Dr. Hopkins.
Damn rabbit.
Magical PD. Performing... I forget what the D was supposed to be.
Dick.
No, Dr. Hopkins is a good bun. Anyway.
Milvac is the performing dick.
Actually, I would say Novak's a pretty decent dude. Anyway, so, I think we're in a janitorial, custodial facility. Do you need a salve?
I don't need shit from you right now.
Shit.
I need to take a second and collect myself. Okay.
I do have an unguent.
I won't shit from you right
Would
now.
it help if I told you I stole this from Tal'gor?
I'm not ever eating a thing that you give me again.
Sorry.
They decided they needed to go rescue Grog. They left you and you on watch duty down the alley. And then you saw them rocket man up the poop chute with fire coming out of this one's ass.
Because I didn't know how the dog did it.
The guards, most of the guards who had like come through and were like trying to figure out how to help, they've moved off again and it was back to just the two. But you hear them come clinking to the other side of the wall at the back of the statue. And you can hear them saying, "Some kid get in here with a fireball spelling? What the hell is happening today?"
Kids getting a hold of them scrolls of fireball. This is how the fire of 1712 started.
The one of them says, We need to call somebody.
We need a priest.
Newsflash: the Fire Nation never really attacked. Somebody just ate too many peppers and blamed it on somebody.
Kids with sparklers, dude.
Kids and
Now,
sparklers.
the guards don't know that you're on the other side of the wall. You're hidden from them. It's not a big deal. So but you know that these two are up in the butt now, hunting for Grog. You were set on watch, and the guards are.
Would you say
Freaking
this is a search for Grog?
Yes. We're not copying. Our Grog is tiny and blue.
Right. Let's see.
Okay.
Don't ping us.
So
Ping us, Matthew Mercer, please.
But not in a bad way, please.
like peg, ping.
Ping.
No, Marisha would peg.
Yes. Laura too.
I didn't think the pegging was on the table.
Always, man.
But you and Erebos, though.
That's not pegging. Pegging is entirely different. Pegging requires the use of a strap-on.
No.
Do you think Erebos would not to spice things up?
He has a dick.
Yeah, but
Trying to coordinate a strap-on underneath or above an already existing dick is not easy.
on the belly so that reaching
So
down.
you're saying there's a chance?
Someone could sit while reaching behind on a joystick, acting like they're in a helicopter.
No. You just said it wasn't easy.
No.
So you're saying there's a chance.
No,
I
but that's
never
a
say
cantrip.
no.
That's a cantrip.
Never claim the position of said piece of false anatomy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull the same move Grog did and listen to the door.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I'm a unicorn.
Your hone is a little floppy.
Give it just a couple rubs.
We're back.
We are back.
All right.
I teach
what are you
children.
hunting?
I was in code.
say that out loud.
In code thought.
Yeah, that's true.
You can transform a tangible string of glowing energy called a thought strand, which persists for the duration until then you cast the spell again. That the thought strand appears within 5 feet of an occupied space, and in that it is a tiny, weightless, semi-solid object that can be held and carried like a ribbon. Otherwise, it is stationary. That's not going to kind of help us in this situation.
No, spells are not ideal for this current situation.
I guess, no, I got a better idea that going to basically, I don't have any, it's guards around the corner.
There. So the gated courtyard on the front side, it's like a wall, and there's the open gate, right?
Right.
So the wall continues around the courtyard. It is a solid like brick stone wall.
Right. Ooh, excuse me.
So the guards are on the other side of the wall from you, underneath the butthole of the statue where these two went through, and you're on the other side of the wall, also technically under the butthole of the statue, but on the other side of the catacomb.
Gotcha.
You are not in sight of the guards, but you can easily hear them talking about kids with fireball getting in here, like, what the hell is happening?
No, I don't want to do that. Because then it'll be just a little firebolt, but no, I don't want to do that. going to, with this information in hand, what can she do exactly? Wait a minute. That small beaded no, that I gave that to Arten, and that was probably already gone.
Your
That
potentiality.
the little bead, yeah.
Yeah, it just says take
I think that was yesterday evening.
Yeah. And then I didn't, I didn't declare that I had
Right.
prepped one, so don't
Right.
have that. Just going to go up and at the most high, screamy, pitchy voice. I think I see the lightning dog.
The guards are gonna be like, stay right there, don't move, and they're gonna be running for the gate to come around. So are you gonna stay there to play this out? Okay, all right. So Arten, as you're listening to the door, out into the hall, you hear the same kind of thing, like the occasional footstep passing by, but it doesn't sound like nearby.
When they seem farthest away,
Okay.
I'm just gonna turn to Phil and be like, okay, let's go. And I slowly open the door, and we just step out.
Just going to recast prestidigitation to make my jacket look fancier than normal. It will last for a minute.
Okay.
I'm about to be dropping this so fucking quick.
Okay. So, the two of you are heading out, doing the if you look like you belong here, nobody questions it thing. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
Ponytail now.
No,
Okay.
just does the tie and then
the big puffball.
yeah.
I love it.
He has done the ponytail puffball.
I love it. Okay. Yeah, y'all can make it into the and you're on basically the first level of the atrium. Like you've been in here before. You get it.
Watch out, the floor's wet.
I was about to say, do I notice the floor being wet? Or
Yes.
There's a sign.
Very sloppy wet. Like, it's not like a well done mop job. There's like
Well,
puddles.
hold on. That's valid.
He is a very small gobbo man wielding a very large mop.
You
So,
do not
I-
judge how
I look
well
at-
our little friend can handle the pole, okay?
I look at the sloppy job of...
That doesn't help with what I just said.
No, I meant it to not help. I look at this sloppy job of wetness all over
That's some wet ass flow.
the floor. All over the floor.
Did Tom Selleck come through here?
He's not hot! What? He wasn't hot even when he was hot. He's not hot. Like,
Fine. Sam Elliott came
yes. Hi. Howdy.
So turn to Phil. I turned to Phil. I think he went that way.
through. Baby lock the door. Bill's gonna follow the zigzag.
You could just walk in a straight line, Phil. You can just walk in a straight line. You don't have to zig every time it zags. Dang it.
All right, so y'all are trying to track down your mopping goblin friend, your moplin, if you will.
Am I about to have to roll against myself to see if he's...
No, because here's the thing. Because he only has a certain number of the caution wet floor signs, so you
This
just
is
have to
true.
come back every so often. So y'all will run into
Oh,
each
that's
other.
true.
Like it's not
like every
even-
8 feet, there's a caution wet floor.
8 feet, not even a full 10.
Y'all can follow the wet trail to like the first set of stairs that goes up. Like he didn't even do the whole floor. He mopped up the stairs.
To be fair, he was going up the stairs, holding the handrail.
And y'all can follow it, and he's a little way. He's a little way.
Stairs are so slippery. It's a hazard itself. People are gonna get so hurt.
Every other step.
This whole thing's an insurance nightmare.
Eventually, there's just handwritten notes.
On the second floor, y'all can see a tiny blue corduroy wrapped figure on the far side of the atrium.
Spelling out wet floor on the ground with the mop. Wet.
W-A-T.
T
F
L R
R E. Floor.
Wet floor. It says it right there. Obviously,
To be fair, he did find that wine stain, that wine spill. He just didn't rinse the mop out, so we can definitely see this spelled out.
he's just standing back with
The
his mop.
longer he writes, the more like rosé it looks.
Standing back with his mop, like, yep, I did a good damn job.
Now, I will
That's a
say
wet floor.
this. If y'all can roll me perceptions, please.
I see shit.
13.
Okay.
It's a 24.
So, you're just kind of like, Grog, man, come on. You're trying to, like, get his attention.
Yeah.
You hear, like, whispering kind of echoing down the atrium from above. You look up, and you can see a few, like, they appear to be residents are kind of leaning over and, like, pointing and, like, where's this guy? Kind of, like, you see suspicion on
This
his
isn't our
faces.
normal janitor.
But also, like, just, did you see that mess? Like, this is not okay. Like, is he drunk? There's suspicion filtering through the atrium.
Just gonna slowly walk over. Grab.
Hey, wait, what are you doing in here?
Come on.
We need to leave right now. They made a scene.
Alright, let me just finish this W here. I gotta start another W.
No.
No, that's not. You know what? I'm gonna take
You
this
spelled
mop.
it right. It doesn't need that extra W.
I'm gonna take this
I
mop.
think I missed an H.
Nope. No, you
I'm
didn't.
gonna put it over here in the atrium. We're in the atrium right now, so this is where it goes. And we're going to leave immediately.
Alright, are we going up or are we going down?
Down.
I haven't been up yet. We should
Down.
No,
We've been up.
the dog launched itself with lightning into the sky.
Poor dog.
And starts scurrying for
No,
the stairs.
walk normally. Walk normally.
Slips.
Catch. I'm just gonna catch him.
By tears, nubby arm. Fuck.
And then we walk. We walk. I walk him down the stairs like a 3-year-old who's in trouble, and you're just like dragging them by their arm, and it's like that. We're just pulling him.
Yeah,
I'm like,
know
come
that
on.
one very well myself too personally.
Let's go. It's time to go. No, it's time to go. Come on, let's go. Nope, it's time to go.
But there was a
And as
vending
soon
machine.
as
They had Skittles.
I would like to ready a roleplay action. Okay? As soon as someone catches wind of this ridiculousness, as soon as people are like, "What the F is going on?" I am going to go full gay Karen on this janitor who has fucked up this whole place, and it is completely unacceptable, and you, sir, will go right back into that closet, and I'm gonna watch you get a brand new clean mop until you fix all of this. Locked and loaded. Ready to go if they make me do it.
Bill slowly slides back underneath the collar of his vest, the official paperwork we have that makes us look like we're doing something important, as I am actually a member of the Faerunian government's border patrol. I'm here because this goblin made it to Waterdeep illegally. He did not file the correct paperwork. He is working on not even a visa, but a MasterCard. His master was a necromancer, and he said that gave him the right to work here, and Hallister Blackcloak does not run this city. That was my plan. Because I have overly white man voice going on right now.
So yeah.
But this is so much better.
I want to go full Karen in case anybody sees anything.
Y'all make it back onto the first floor, and you see a rather well-to-do looking, very very bureaucratic looking individual. Actually, just boops into existence, kind of around the atrium from you guys, and kind of looks around and notices y'all and starts like bustling over to you. Definitely seems like
Has Final Fantasy VII NPC walk-up graphics of the... There's a weird duck waddle on this man.
But is definitely, like, coming toward y'all with intent to, like, question or figure out what the hell's happening, and kind of like, excuse me, and do the thing.
Before he even says the words excuse, before he... Arm goes up,
the rage.
And I'm just going full into Karen mode. Just like, how dare you? You've ruined the entire second floor hallway. Were you trying to spell words with a dirty mop?
I need Grog to roll insight to see if he can play along.
Well, that's a single digit.
That's an 8 because he doesn't have any. Grog so confused.
Starts crying.
Which is even more of a reason for me to be dragging him back to the janitor closet. You will get into this janitor closet, get a brand new clean mop, and fix your mess.
The poor bureaucrat back here is like, pauses for a minute, like there's wheels turning, and then he follows after you guys.
Going to spin around. We'll use prestidigitation to produce small prominent points like a poof of air underneath the front of the vest.
Okay.
Underneath the front of the jacket, and turn around. I'm very sorry. My husband is upset that the janitor was messing up the floor. We came by the visit. What's his name? Upstairs. Third, fourth floor, portly gentleman? I don't know. My husband knows him.
I'm going to need the both of your names and like looking down the hall
that's funny. That's fine. Fine. I am Lauren LaLaurie, and this is my husband, Big Terry Laurie. He had a twin brother that's Little Terry, spelled with an I. He comes from a long line of Terrys. His dad is Terry with an H. Most people want to say Theory, but you don't do that. He had a speech impediment, and oh my God, people will get so upset. Prestidigitation behind my back to keep the poof up.
Roll me perception.
Perception?
Call me Big Terry. Ripping and tearing.
That's a 18.
As you're giving your spiel, the bureaucrat, he does kind of like put his hand down to his side, and you see him like turning a copper ring around his finger.
Oh, that's lovely. What is that?
Family heirloom.
Oh, that's very nice. I have one as well.
Miss Lurie, I'm going to need you and your husband to come with me.
Oh, he's already Phil stopped. I'm figuring that Arten just kept going.
So, like, mechanically, I'm picturing y'all like in the mouth of the hallway that leads to the janitor closet.
Right.
Because like he specifically said that he was like shoving Grog in there.
Right. So went in with Grog to the closet.
Right.
Which This dude is not blocking the hallway from us, right?
No, you are blocking the hallway from him.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I had envisioned
right,
as well.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to do one last thing, and then we might have to fucking run. But
I figured I was already, like, at closet door.
You are.
Okay.
You are.
This dude's here. You're doing you. I'm trying to stop this dude who is spinning a copper ring.
Yeah.
Which means things.
Oh, no.
It means he's telepathically communicating.
Phil is assuming that something's happening. And Phil is going to speak very low. Go. I know you like fingering that ring, however, 3 of your maids really wouldn't appreciate you having certain information get out. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want that information getting out. So let him discipline the help real quick, and we will be out of your hair. It's kind of his thing. Just kind of like some of those people that got off the elevator earlier were yours.
Are you casting a spell?
No, I was using this as an intimidation tactic to try to play on the fact that rich people are into weird shit.
You can go ahead and roll it.
That is a 23.
Okay. Alright. He does seem to kind of like, you've startled him a little bit, but he's not backing down.
So, if you called security, I'm going to tell them too.
You need to come with me, you and your husband both, and we will speak to your acquaintance upstairs.
Arten, what are you doing before I probably do something
Oh,
stupid?
the door's open to the janitor closet right now. Like, we never stopped dragging him down. I would have left the door open for you, thinking you were not
Trying
too far behind me.
Trying
or-
not to run off a noble? Yes,
Yeah.
understood.
So the door's open. I quickly grab Grog.
Right.
It's all a joke. Stop crying. We gotta go. Open the door. Open that door.
Scrambles and like flings the door open and
Now
just
get. Go. Run.
he
Run.
immediately lowers himself out and starts like cat scrambling backwards down the leg. Like he's gone. Let's figure out what's happening with Phil real quick, and then we need to come back to.
Go ahead and go to Zhonya.
Okay. So
Because I'm trying to figure out how not to break a law at the moment.
Yep. So you had called for help. You thought you saw the lightning
Yes.
dog. The guards went running. So they've now come around the statue. They come in front of you like, where?
I am gonna have Zorina blink about 30 feet away from me, start snarling and stuff at me.
They're going to put themselves between you and the dog and be like,
And then,
just stay behind us, miss. Just stay behind us. It's all right. We're gonna get the animal control on this. It's gonna be fine. Red, you got the scroll thing. they're
That's a
basically
scroll thing.
they're basically scrambling to try like emergency protocol stuff that they've never had the chance to do.
Do you have the scroll of talk to dog?
And that I am gonna have Zhonya just start barking like a rockwaller at them just very loudly.
Zarina?
Yeah,
Okay.
Zorina.
Yeah, then get
just,
that dog.
Sorry, Spence. I
Too many Z
have to
names.
clarify. I
Okay.
have to clarify. So,
Zorina, yes.
alright, so basically, you, the guards, and your dog are in a standoff of sorts while they're trying to, like, fumble and, like, figure out how do we do this?
Are you behind the butt?
They are still under the butt. So what happens is, kind of in the middle of all that, the trapdoor opens overhead and Grog starts scrambling out. Perception check for you and for my guards. Guards are definitely not gonna. Go ahead and roll me acrobatics for Grog to see how quickly he's moving.
That's a 6 on Zonya's
That is
part.
a 13.
Plus gravity, so,
Alright.
you know,
That
15.
Okay, so what'd you get?
I got a 6.
Yeah, no, you're too focused on making sure that Zarina keeps up, like, the charade and like, keeping an eye on the guards. You do see one of the guards kind of, like, turn and look up and is like, what the shit? If you want to have Zarina try anything else, now would be the time to do it.
Gonna have her basically blink at one of the dogs and bite. Have her blink at one of the guards and.
Or attacking the guards. Okay, alright, roll.
But it isn't my dog right now.
Roll her attack, yeah.
Wow, that. Okay.
What
That.
Crit the guard's knee.
No, that it is a bite attack for a 22.
Yeah, that's,
And then that. Has the
sucks.
guard give me that strength saving throw?
yeah, no.
Okay. That this is what is going to happen. And
Do you want her to be going for the one that the one that was looking up at Grog, or the one that
That's
was
the one that was basically like looking up at Grog.
Alright.
And basically, since he is restrained, he is going to take. I don't want to kill this. Oh,
Is that Max?
7 points of piercing damage.
Oh yeah, he's on his back and kind of screaming and shouting, and his companion is like, "Oh my god!" and like goes
And then-
to stab the dog.
Does
And
this
then that
get
Zonya's
yelled up
just
through
like-
the butt to where we
Yes.
are? Phil,
And then that
Trying to keep
basically
the best
going
of
to
both.
basically have her teleport with the guard on the ground
Yeah.
further
yeah. Mm-hmm.
away and just like.
So those guards are occupied.
so
Very
let's
Okay,
say
okay.
this. This mission went smashingly
So
until
smooth.
we went to rescue the goblins.
So smooth. So smooth. So
Going to blame this 100% on Grog.
it's 100% Grog's fault. Okay, so
Whose character sheet is
These-
over here.
No.
this one and Puffy guy who's trying to teleport people and wants to corroborate the story that he made up on this fly, is over here in the hallway.
Yeah, you're hearing this. You're seeing that down there. Like
I saw him run off.
You're Don Glover coming back with pizza toe burning.
That's exactly what's going on. As I poke my head back into the hallway, and
Am I in arm reach distance of Arten, though?
it's probably 15 or so feet. Not.
I'm about to say I don't think it's gonna be arm reach distance.
Yeah.
But I am gonna yell in the most concerned, convincing way possible. That little demon just escaped and ran straight through the hole in the floor, and then outside the guards are being attacked by a dog. What is going on? This is supposed to be a nice neighborhood. What kind of place are you running? We have to go get him, and I'm going to chase after the goblin that left.
So the bureaucrat is going to be shouting after you like, you need to stop right there, like, but you're
That's
already
not gonna
gone
stop
now.
any Leonin ever.
And then hold like basically as your husband is not stopping, saying, don't move.
I'm rich, I don't have to listen to you. And I'm going to run and slam the door behind me.
I'm rich. I don't gotta listen to you.
Oh, that's my favorite line of the whole day.
I need you to give me a wisdom save, please.
Is this a spell?
Yes.
I'm going to use my spell points to cast Counterspell.
Fair enough. So, essentially, what happens is as you turn, behind you, he pulls out a small scepter, points it at you. You counterspell the spell
By saying "rich bitch," and then
and you're able to make it through and close the door.
counter the spell with money. You just throw a gold at him like.
I know, I just throw a whole platinum at him. That's how I cast Counterspell. This spell's really fucking expensive.
So you slam the door behind you. Arten, are you already down the trap door?
Yeah, I'm like. If there's a ladder, then I'm doing the
No.
whole. Okay, well then
I'm gonna, if I see Arten jump, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna run and jump and go to, Arten! They didn't believe I was your wife.
Alright, so are you climbing or
Or
are you
I should
jumping
say, no,
straight
I'm gonna
down?
say, sorry, Big Terry, they didn't believe I was your wife.
not exactly climbing as much as sliding.
Okay, so you can make me like a strength check. Like if you're trying to just slow your
Strength,
grip and
yeah,
slow.
strength, not
Yeah.
athletics. Got it.
Yeah. You're jumping through. Are you jumping straight, or are you
no.
trying to climb?
Phil's going to jump, and then as he's going, he will use his one free use a day of Misty Step.
Fair. To get to the ground
To
level.
poof on the
without-
ground.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I got a 17.
All right. So you're able to your claws are kind of scraping sparks from the stone, but you're able to slide down the ass and thigh and leg of the statue. While these two are come running and sliding down, what are Zarina's got the guard down there. The other guard's like chasing and like trying to stab
It's the
her.
best.
Like
Zhonya is weeping like, oh my god. Just,
hamming
just
it up?
playing just a whole, hamming it up like
Yeah, yeah,
scared.
right,
Like she's just like, the rabbit animal.
right.
And then that she's just like, that she wants to run the other way.
Okay. All right. So are you gonna wait to see them?
No, I am
You're-
going to just run.
So you run. The guards are engaged with Zarina.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lord help me. What's Zarina's AC?
17.
That's a match. Spears do what?
D6.
D6. If that they are two-handed, a D8.
6 point of damage
Okay.
from one hit. And is she gonna keep this up?
Yes, she's going to
Okay.
keep it up.
All right. So
We just lowered the property values in this neighborhood so hard.
So you two and Grog are sprinting, I assume, back through the courtyard.
Oh, we are not heading back to where... Are there guards at the front gate?
No.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we go through the
y'all
gate.
are booking it rather than going over the wall because there's a big snarling dog out there.
Wherever the guards are, that's where we're not.
Yeah. Because that was the thing is the other troop of guards had like gone to like search for the dog and or get animal control or whatnot, and then so
Arten, you're going to need to forgive me later.
So y'all are all running.
As we're prestidigitate him to have cheetah spots.
Okay. All right. Oh.
I said you will have to forgive me.
Oh, you're trying to make me look different.
Yes.
It's just
So the Leonin changed his spots?
Yes.
So,
Undo your beard braid. Undo your beard braid.
never undo my beard braid.
I am about to take a dagger to my scalp and shave my head. You can unbraid your beard.
It takes a while, but
You can hear them.
as we're running, I got spots. Spots is good enough. We're good. We're good. All my hair is braided. It takes a while to
Are y'all
undo
booking
braids.
it toward a main road to lose yourselves in the crowd?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all.
We are
That's it.
bickering
Well,
angrily.
they are.
If you got me to a...
You can hear them. You can track them.
I am just going to send
we're getting to
a
the crowd. What the
message
hell
to
did you
them.
do to me?
I am just going to just send a message to them and like, do not follow me. Y'all make y'all's way back to Kai's house. I have my situation under control.
Who do you send it to? Which one of us?
I send it to Fil'verl.
Phil. Good. Because the first one's good. Because we're not going in the direction that you are. I hope because we are getting the fuck out.
Grog was running like he got down to the ground level obviously before y'all. He was booking it, but y'all are like he's got short legs. Y'all are able to catch him up. So.
Do you just run and scoop him?
Yeah, I was about to
So
say like
a
picking
run
him
and
up would
scoop
probably
motion.
be good.
Scoop and then put him on my back.
Yep. All right. So piggyback in the
What are you
Grog.
doing?
I was a cover. It was a cover. I was trying to do a cover. I'm still. Oh God!
And he's like trying to like pull the janitor's clothes off.
Why were you even in there? That meant we were smoothly out. We were on the street. And
You told me to get up in there.
I told you to stay in the bushes. I tell you to go in the bushes, not get up in there.
I didn't want to be left behind.
You know what? As we're running, I'm gonna expend the rest of my sorcery points, and I'm gonna cast invisibility on the three of us.
Yeah. Okay.
Right after he scoops up, boom.
Okay. Fair enough. So now y'all are invisible again.
And then we wait until the Grand Theft Auto stars go away.
Well, just in
And
case,
just like
well,
we just hang out for a
just in
second.
case, Phil will
Y'all got
occasionally
Grand
make,
Theft
Phil will
Auto
occasionally make this
stars.
noise to let them know where he is. Yeah, the bird call.
All right. So.
Yoshi.
So y'all are getting back toward like the high street, like festival areas.
Okay.
And you were running in a different direction. I mean, eventually
Yes.
you'll find yourself in a crowded area again. Do you want to blend and mingle?
Yeah, blend in and mingle.
Okay. And these three are invisible.
I will drop invisibility if we like. Phil will cut down a side avenue
Right.
and make the noise.
Right.
Drop invisibility when we feel we're far
Right.
enough away. Then, so who wants a churro?
That sounds delightful. Wait. And I sit there and I'll take off all the rings and things, unbraid the beard and the unbraid everything.
Arten, I'm going to need you to do me a huge favor that I am not going to like. I had undone my hair, and I cannot dread it back fast enough. I need you to cut it.
Well, I grab up a huge hunk.
There's a slight tingle.
I grab up a huge hunk of it. And I pull up my little dagger and I go,
Currency's luscious locks.
wait a second. We'll do this now. But later we're going to do this right. And so I cut it off because that's what he requested.
Mm-hmm.
I tie it all up in a little knot. And I put it in my bag. Because sentimental.
You have a bit of Aurora Borealis wool.
Now, do you
Is
give
there
do you give him a good clean shave, or is it just a really ragged?
I'm assuming it's ragged.
It's going to be ragged because
I'm
I told
coming in
him.
looking like I'm the third guy back on a rap album from the 90s.
I told him we were going to do it up correct.
Right.
I need a barbershop.
They won't be open because it's a festival.
It's the festival. We can fix this at Kai's. Thank you. I have not cut my hair in a longer time than you've been alive.
I understand. I haven't taken out my braids in ages. But
I'll help you brush.
no. Tonight, right now, it's for churros and beer.
Can
Tonight-
churros be used as a straw? We have a
The
mission.
best ones. The best ones,
I
Ken.
feel like Grog.
Grog, come on. We have a mission.
He's still on your back. He's been working with his button knife, his seam ripper on the jet.
What?
We have a mission. Churros, beer, and then
Kai's house.
when we get back to Kai's house, take a good.
Professor's gonna yell at us. Did you know the dog could fly?
Did you feed her the pepper?
Yes.
Well, then of course it can.
Alright, so escaping, and the eventual plan to meet back up at Kai's house.
Yes.
Alright, so let's go ahead and run. Are y'all gonna try to get cabs after you get churros, beer, or whatever else? Alright, so it's gonna be 25 gold per
Okay.
I
cab
paid last
back.
time.
Okay.
Yeah. What's that?
I have my own.
I have
so-
1,000 gold that I had earlier.
You have taxi money.
Yeah.
Alright.
Slowly
own.
sipping a beer through a churro.
975.
So while on the way back,
Right.
she is going to briefly pop into the consciousness of Zorina.
Zorina, you know, let me be fair here. Let the dice decide. She manages to get away without really any further damage. Like, she kind of savages the guy a little more, but then she lights out like a bat out of heck and books it and starts, you know, weaving through crowds of people and trying to hide and duck and dodge, and she eventually loses her pursuers. She's doing okay.
Then that just gonna go mentally like, thank you, oh God. Just then.
She's a dog. She doesn't talk.
Well,
You're okay. I still love you. Can I have a treat? I pooped on that guy's boot. I flew. Did you know I could fly? I learned I could fly.
Squirrel!
We're gonna have to get a druid in the party just so Zarina can have.
Did
an
you know Phil
ongoing
could
monologue.
actually be nice to me? I didn't. He gives tummy scritches.
Nobody knew that. Alright, so
well,
do y'all want to continue with the wrap up for this now, or do y'all want to end and
we can
come
do the
back?
wrap up.
Let's do a wrap up.
Okay, so y'all can all make it back to Kai's house. You're obviously not going to make it back at the same time, so one cab and one cab, roll me d20s.
We have gotten the professor a
11.
beer and churro.
Okay. You make it back to Kai's house about 3
Yes.
o'clock in the afternoon. Had to
And-
avoid some parade routes, but you managed to make it back about 3 in the afternoon.
It makes sense because we decided to wait and get beers and churros,
This
and
is
then
true.
we got extra churros
Fair.
and beer for the professor and for Tal'gor and
And
for
for the
Brucey
road.
and
On the road. We're going to drink. We're doing this.
and on the road
And for the carriage driver.
and for this professor as well.
It's a churro cruise.
Yeah,
Churro cap
lots
cruise.
of churros and beer, and I bought Grog a dragon face mask.
Absolutely, yeah.
So just kind
Yeah.
of put it on his face. Looks kind of like a dragon. It's built for a kid. Fits him perfectly. He loves it.
Beautiful. This is
Loves it.
wonderful. Good job. So you make it back, and
Did we
as
buy
you're-
any other stuff? Like, do we have T-shirts with like tunics with like the emblem of the ward? Did we go full tour? Did we go into the store that had a tunic on the outside that had FBI Furball Body Inspector? I think we did.
We definitely did.
We got a hot
found
sauce named The Bomb.
Let's rein in the shopping trip. It is assumed that y'all have a bunch of touristy festival shit. Okay. All right.
Just gonna erase the little bit of money from this pile of gold that they gave me.
So, Zhonya, you make it back. Zorina, if you check on her before you actually head in the house, she's a couple of blocks away and she's almost back. So it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the house is. I mean, it's seems normal.
Is it still that dark, stormy feeling from early?
Mm-mm.
Okay. She's just gonna go in and just sit down and just wait for Zorina and just like.
Zorina pops through like the parlor window and lays down beside you like.
I'm sorry that I had to put you through that, but it's okay.
Marianne comes into the parlor where you're sitting, has like a tea tray.
Thank you. She just drinks it and just like,
Marianne kind of like crouches, like she kind of like collapses a little bit next to Zorina and kind of.
Does the ghost crumple?
Not like she can't really like crouch. She doesn't have like muscles, so like in my head, it's not like the normal crouch movement. It's just kind of like.
It is a weird, not quite right
Yeah.
90s CGI.
Yeah.
fine that we will basically make sure to get you that some of those astral dog biscuits you like.
Marianne's looking at you like. She just gets up and floats back to the kitchen.
Or just normal.
I feel like someone just
or
talked
just
about getting a dog a box of cookies.
or just basically just like normal like material plain biscuits to be fine.
All right. So the two of y'all make it back about 5 o'clock in the evening. Like y'all did the whole ass festival thing. And y'all make it back. Lumi, the little gaslight spirit by the front door is lit up all blue and cute. There's no like I don't assume that you would have like I don't think you would have like put any like notice out or anything for them to know that you were back or any like it was.
Or
just
are
something
you
to, like,
fuming and waiting in the front room like every parent?
No.
This is in his items.
All right, so these two come back in from Waterdeep Disneyland.
One thing while we're riding. Arten, can I look at one of the shards, please? I gave them to you because something was in the mirror looking for them.
In the mirror.
I don't... Just slicks back the little flecks of the sun, or the stars and the moon, all that, as well as hair. Yeah, something was coming for him.
Sure. Reach into the bag, pull out the little box, and we're just in the back of the taxi.
Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
And I'll take... Phil will take out the damaged one.
Okay.
That's the one he did the most work to get and died for.
Mm-hmm.
I want to test a theory tonight.
What's up?
One, I want to see if we can still talk to him. Two, I want to see if maybe it was just that room.
We shut the box. We put it back in the bag. Do you want to leave that? Like,
I'm not leaving it out.
okay.
It's going to be with me. But I really don't know what happened. And I kind of fucking do.
Okay.
Just to see. I'll move to the room. What was Phil's room originally next door to theirs?
Like it was maybe like next door, like one down, but like same hall.
Is there a room right next door to Arten?
We'll say sure. I'm not going to be.
Phil will I'll test the room right next to yours. Keep an ear out.
Okay. We'll do.
If anything goes wrong, make sure this doesn't go away.
Deal.
Okay. So.
Do you want this churro?
I've had plenty.
Have y'all eaten all the churros before you even make it?
No. We still got like a whole bag for it. But I also found this one that's called a churro pretzel.
Ooh.
You want half?
Absolutely. Is that beer cheese to dip it in? It's not even going to be good.
We're going to find out.
All right, so
half an hour later. Oh!
That was a bad idea.
No!
That beer cheese had turned.
Oh no.
Grog, shit out the window.
Alright.
Waterdeep Taco Bell. Good God.
Oh, it's good to be back. I have missed this. Okay, so y'all, your cab pulls up out in front of Kai's house. It's about, like I said, 5:30 in the evening. Lumi is lit beside the door. Y'all get out of the cab, and are y'all being as rambunctious as you were?
No, there's probably that was a bad idea. That beer cheese was bad.
Yeah, I'm going to take a bath.
The honey mustard wasn't.
I'm taking a bath.
Alright, so
it is in your beard.
Everywhere.
Y'all go back into the house. Are you still in the parlor?
That she had probably would have already showered and all of that, and just basically just petting on like Zorina and just basically still apologizing profusely for putting her through that.
Zorina has already forgiven you, as all good dogs do.
Good dog.
Yes. So the front door opens and these three come in.
People of Kaz!
With bags of
we bring
merch
good tidings.
And churros.
Of churros and beer.
Also, we have an entire ham for the dog.
Good. That'd be great.
Zorina blinks onto Arten's shoulders, grabs the ham, blinks back to the floor. You could let go of the ham.
I'm saying she did it so quick.
Grog hops off my other shoulder with his dragon mask still on and everything.
Yeah.
I have a small baggie of. I wrote them down because I want to be very specific. Very sparkly gold and silver ribbons and rainbow beads.
Yes.
For when I redo my hair.
Beautiful.
And we now have a thing to do tomorrow of getting our hair done. We gotta go get our hair did. But I gotta find somewhere that does lean-in hair because it's not like regular people hair, and you can't just trust every barber to do that.
Yeah.
Phil will actually go to the same barber on the same principle.
I mean that I basically, and then at this point that
your hair is fire.
That you noticed that her hair had gotten kind of longer. From just like the shoulder length, it's now kind of like mid back.
So Phil's had a haircut. This one's loose.
Yeah.
Like they look completely not.
He has just a chopped mop on top of his head. My hair
I look like Eugene from Hey Arnold, but way worse.
Yeah. And mine's just a big poofy natural mess, and. Like there's no real way to tame it right now. Like I need a long hot.
You need a lion tamer.
I need a long hot bath, and then.
Wait, doesn't Erebos have a whip?
Yes.
Again, what happens in our bedroom does not need to be talked about all the time. Although it's really fun to talk about.
So I take it then that y'all wasn't followed.
No,
not at all. Got away scot-free.
As y'all are settling down, catching up, Marianne brings in a bit of a charcuterie situation of for dinner, and she heads back to the kitchen, and you hear Kai coming around the corner. He enters the parlor, and he looks absolutely like... Elves don't usually show exhaustion, and he looks downright drug out, just not healthy.
Would you like a churro?
Or some beer? You can use it as a straw for your beer.
No, thank you.
I also found this sandwich.
No, thank you.
Found.
This cotton candy.
Why is it out of the box?
Cotton candy comes in a box. Oh! The other. I'm going to do an experiment.
Not in my house, you're not.
Very well.
Put it back in the box.
Phil will walk out the front door.
Okay. Anybody following Phil?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Phil. You got the rock that I gotta protect.
Okay.
It's not
I
gonna-
have no idea what they're doing. So.
Yeah. Kai sits in one of the armchairs, collapses more than sits, and
Got a churro in one hand and glaive in the other.
Well, tie the churro at the right height on the glaive. So as you walk,
Use the pink ribbon. Just
all right. So again, I'll ask: do we want to finish this tonight?
it's up to y'all.
I'm good either way, but I don't want to keep y'all if we got
I'm
things.
yeah, I
Is
think
Dee Dee good?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
no. We end when we go to sleep.
Okay. All right. So if y'all two would head out, and we'll do splitsies again.
Splitsies.
Sounds like a clothing brand.
As the front door closes behind Phil and Arten, you feel a little bit of that same like pulse of darkness, of gloom, and it has a very possessive feeling to it. Like it's distinctive. Like there's a flavor of jealousy there. If you would like, you can roll an insight up front.
Okay. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's a 19.
The jealousy type of flavor here is... it feels like what you've seen described as like a dragon's horde, like fever. Like a need to possess and a need to keep hold of. And intertwined and mingled in with that is a flavor that you haven't felt since y'all were below the nest. It feels like the very faint echo of Kairos' presence, even though Arten has the shards and he's left the building. But that all of that kind of intertwined and mingled together, and Kai just kind of puts a hand on his face.
It's the same feeling from this morning, just feels a bit envious almost. Is everything okay?
I told them to keep them in the box. I cannot deal if they're not in the box.
Deal?
I cannot function. There's a reason I don't live in Israel. I cannot. I want them, and I can't help it. I try, and I try. But you want what was once yours in another life.
That is fair. I mean, that my own memory, that I want to always have my own memory, but I'm always chasing it. but that this seems is more stronger than just frivolous memories.
Those that are like me, my cousins, we share an essence of Kairos power and personality in some cases. Dragons have collections. They want what is theirs. I cannot allow those gems to be under my roof in the open, because I cannot guarantee your safety if they are loose. And not just from myself. There are others who are far less hospitable than me. I will not ask again.
Alright. She basically gets up and basically that she starts rushing outside to them, and basically that she is going to go and just basically
Try to catch them up.
try to catch them up to speed.
Okay. Hey, you guys!
Arten!
They got it. Okay.
Kicking the door.
So the two of y'all head outside.
Mhm.
What are you up to?
Phil's going to look at Arten. Phase 1 of the experiment is complete.
Okay.
We don't let these stay around Kai. Phase 2, I'm going back to that tomb.
Okay. I'm coming with you.
All right. So Zhonya, roll me a just a quick perception check as you leave the house.
That is going to be a 18.
You can see the two of them in the distance, in like through the gate in the City of the Dead. Looks like they're heading toward
From a
the
distance.
Lafkule tomb.
Going
Your
to
friends
basically
look
going
lost
to
and-
message to Fil'verl, kind of like up in a like an alarming tone that it's not going to be angry, but it's going to be more alarming. It's just going to be like, I suggest whatever you're doing, cease it at once, or else that you threaten all of our safeties.
Not responding.
Are you running after them?
Yes.
All right. She'll catch y'all up right about the tomb.
What exactly are y'all planning to do?
Not sure.
1, like every time Phil slips accent, you hear a throat clear and a head tilt.
Phil experienced a something the other night, which is why he gave the stones to me to guard for the day. He wanted to see if it would happen again, if it was just his room, and so he requested one stone to test out in his room tonight. When he walked in with the stone, not out, but with the stone, all the other stones were in a box in the bag. Immediately, Kai told us that it could not be out in his house, which is immediate. Number one, suspicious. So, left the house to see what else is going on. We're trying to see if it still connects with everything.
I just got done having a quick conversation with Kai, and he had basically said that that you know that dark feeling we felt earlier this morning,
Yes.
that was more of like it had a tinge of envious. You know about what a dragon is with their hordes, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
So if you put 2 and 2 together, and also then that Kai also said it has, with just that his relatives that share the same of Kairos' power, that the shards cannot be out because that he wants them. Kind of sort of like a dragon would wants their horde back.
That is 100% what I was testing to see.
But he also threatens our safety too, if then that they are not under that, lock and key.
He does, or I do. When you say he.
Why would the person who's putting us up, who's helping us, threaten our safety?
Because
it's a compulsion.
Right. Wait, how do you know?
Elven, part Fae, even if it's from the stars. Also, worked on my parents' boat. You'd think the High She travel by teleportation to magic circles? No, they like an enjoyable, luxurious experience for an affordable price. They argue that last point a lot. In any case, I needed to test something. Ever since we dealt with younger Kai turning into Ghost Dragon and fighting a blood avatar under a school in a swamp. I don't fully trust him. Or any of him. Them? Them. There's more than one of him, so them.
Correct.
Definitely they, them.
Yes.
It's many. Therefore, he also mentioned before when we spoke with him that every time Kairos is released, another one of him seems to pop up. Mentioned that 2 of the students were his parents, that he was somehow in school with. We're in a paradox. We are in a loop playing in someone else's story. And we're going to create another Kai.
So what are you saying?
Not we.
No, if we release Kairos,
then his parents will create a Kai, not us. We're not making a Kai.
We are going to be partially responsible because we are releasing the cosmic entity
Responsible.
that releases the.
Okay.
We are still creating the entity that imbibes part of this god's power.
Yep.
That means we will create another one. We will be responsible for the birth of another Kai. However, theory, we make sure this one's not an ass.
That he had told me that he is basically more of the nicer ones. In a sense.
That is worrying. Not that he has not been kind. He has most definitely been so. However, he has withheld information from us, probably for our own good in his idea. But I will say this as an individual that has lived the length of time I haven't seen what I've seen. I am not a fan of paternalism. The other experiment I wish is to speak to the old man. And holds up the stone. The partially cracked one. I was going to do this in the house, but also to see what might be summoned. So I had asked Arten to stay near. Because I'm pretty sure he could at least stab it or get the crystal back, regardless of what happened to me, and you could flee. I have gone through the stone once before by myself. As diminished as I am right now, because all I could do today was more or less chicanery. I want to do this to speak to him, if possible on this plane. There is a tomb behind us where we found bits of him. There is a family within it that seemed to be responsive, and not in a negative way. However, they are also ghosts, and I figured Arten could try to stab them if things went wrong.
Not so good at stabbing ghosts, man.
You can make them go poof. Wiggle it around with a fan. We need a fan.
Alright, just do your experiment. I'll see what I can do.
That we have been traveling forever. I'm just trying to be safeguard, but at the same time that I have made a new revelation that I shouldn't try to meddle into your life. You have your own choices. You are very older than me, and that is understandable.
Proportionally, I am actually younger than you, madam. Actual years, yes, I am older than you. To follow with that, what pissed me off, and I am still not happy about, is twice you have not meddled in my affairs, you have stolen them. You have frozen me, you have messed with my mind. I do not appreciate that, and currently, in my very addled state, I'm going to continue to be brutally honest and as blunt as possible, especially as long as this voice maintains. Because it does not curse as fucking much.
That is understandable, so I am just on the sideline then. That do if what you will. I still support your decision, but not just actively. Just basically inactively. And she just walks off back to the house.
Okay. Alright, so if you're heading back to the house, ski-doodle, just these two, and we'll see how this goes.
We'll see how this goes.
That's what he said. It's me, I'm the she.
Who says that's sad?
Phil's gonna look at
That's a sad
please,
one.
please get back out the box, Arten.
But you already have a stone.
This is more or less a safeguard.
Okay.
Phil is then going to
Pull out the box.
Phil's then going to tie a rope around where the hinge of the box is,
Okay.
hand the other end of the rope to Arten, and hold it.
You're holding the box?
I'm going to hold... Okay, so the box can't fully close just yet.
Okay. Right.
Because the rope's
rope
around
is-
here.
Right.
More or less... Okay, I'm going to do this and hold it above the box. If anything happens to me, I am going to drop it. If I don't, there is still the other shard. Pull it back.
Okay.
Alright.
We're going to ecto-trap this shit.
So are y'all going into the...
Phil will go into the mausoleum.
I'm going wherever he goes.
Stay outside so you can pull it away, because I don't think the ghost can come out. If you're in here and you pull it to you, you will pull them to you. I will leave the door open. Unless you think it is unwise.
This becomes more and more unwise the more we do, but we're into the shit now.
We're on an errand for a death god against a sun god from a world that we're currently not at, and if we were sane, we would walk away and just live in Waterdeep.
Not that water deep. They,
No, we
The
can't
rich
go. We can't go back to that part of Waterdeep. Ever.
rich people
We-
don't like us already.
No, we have dropped the property values. They will appreciate us because the taxes are going to be lower, but they're going to be mad because new people will move in and they're not going to like them and they're going to call it regentrification.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a whole thing. I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, going into the mausoleum, standing outside the open door of the mausoleum with the rope for the retrieval
Just
of
outside the door.
Yeah,
But I
okay.
can see what's going on.
Do the doors open to the mausoleum in? Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, you're in the stairs go down and you're in the pit
Is the
of
bottle
the crypt.
is the bottle still there? That I put in there?
Yes.
I left this offering before. I figured the veil is thin here. Please, I am not trying to upset you. I am also asking that you do not interfere.
Roll me an Arcana check.
7.
Okay. You don't know if they're listening and or agreeing.
Okay. So, well then, because he's got to pull this back. How deep is the depression into the pit? of
So
the-
it's about 15 feet of like down. Like it's a goodly little ways because then you've got the about 20-foot walls with the little bit of windows at the top.
Okay. Okay. Going to hold the box in a manner so that when he could pull it, it would go straight back.
So you're essentially facing the door.
Right, and I'm holding the
Right.
crystal, the shard above the box.
Right. You're holding the one that is cracked from Ixalan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright.
Gonna focus on it, look at it. Phil's gonna take a very deep breath. And then you're going to see for a split second the grimace, the smirk, and the eyebrows that has been Phil for so long. Old Nine, are you fucking listening right now? I need to parlay.
Alright. Arten, roll me a perception or arcana check, your choice.
It's a 24.
Perception or arcana? Which one did you do?
Perception.
Okay. As Phil says, I need to fucking parlay. It's about 6 o'clock, so it's like it's not really fully sundown, but you almost get like kind of a lens flare effect that runs the windows and turns them into mirrors. And within that line of windows that you can see from the door that runs the entire inside of the mausoleum up under the roof, you see a number of different faces. You see a blue-skinned, bald-haired, very effeminate individual with a lot of like striped tattoos, with solid black eyes. You see a very pale, moonlight toned face, wavy hair that has pure black eyes. You see what is unmistakably a tiefling that has a very peachy colored skin and wavy purple hair with pure black eyes. Couple of humans, couple of elves.
I like the diversity of this family. Before they kill me.
And each of these faces is kind of like, it almost seems like they blur, shift, and you almost see cracks in the glass that are kind of marring their faces. Now, Phil, roll me a perception check.
Phil, some shit's going down.
16.
Okay. You can hear Arten saying some shit's going down, but you feel yourself being pulled.
Like, away from the stone or into the stone?
Into and away at the same time, like you're being stretched in different directions. Now, I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to give you a chance. If you would like, you can break this connection now.
Does it feel like I'm actually making a connection to...
Yes, and other things. You get that flavor from last night, the creature in the mirror. You almost feel like it's staring at the back of your neck.
Phil! There's a lot of ghost thingies everywhere.
Phil's sitting there staring. I feel Kairos, right?
Faintly.
I don't think I can stab all of these.
I will Misty Step, because it's only 15 feet.
Right.
Misty Step outside the tomb,
Okay.
while still focusing on the crystal.
Okay. As he disappears, reappears, like, beside you, those cracks in the glass, all the faces, snap out of existence. The glass all shatters inward into the tomb.
Do you have the box in your hand?
Yeah, I have everything. Go look at the
Making
crystal. Old man, things are thirsty for you.
Put it in the box. Bag.
The rope.
Yeah.
Unties the rope.
Yeah.
Bag. Definitely confirms a lot of things.
It definitely confirms the other part of my theory.
All the Kais All the
things of the dark, all the things of the undead want it. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to walk around here and try to mend all these windows. And go out from the outside, just start casting
Yeah.
mending on repeat.
You can mend them. All of the shards of glass in the mausoleum, though, are a very inky black.
Not touching those. That is for the next set of adventurers coming through to
I'm
discover
gonna
the
pull out
mystery.
my compass and like see if it like points to or anything. I was like,
No.
no, they're
It's
not.
pointing back toward, like, the
Yeah.
center of town.
Still pointing. Yeah, these aren't special in any way. Or at least not the kind that I care about. I do feel like the next group that comes through here is going to want to see what's going on. They're probably going to collect that, and that's going to be bad for them.
Phil is going to take out a piece of paper and write a note. These shards are dark and mysterious. Part of a legend old. They may be collected and replaced only by the bold. He will then just scooch it in and close the doors.
Okay.
Just go ahead and write that down for next time you run this.
Can you say it again?
No, because I don't remember it now.
We'll record it. I'll copy it off.
Just say it like that's
transcribe.
That's gonna be it. Next group to run through here. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, these black shards. Look, there's a note in the middle. We should collect and put it together. It's a whole side quest.
Phil just kills a level 3 party without knowing it, like 100 years in the future.
Okay. So, after all of that, what are you two doing?
I still feel like we need to contact him, but right now is not a good idea.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're done. We're done.
Tonight.
We're done with this tonight. Tomorrow, we get.
No, tomorrow we go and find another shard.
Tomorrow we go get our hair fixed. I get my armor, and we go to the drunken and see what happens there. But tonight we are done. No,
There's a late night churro.
I've had enough churros. I need
Okay.
sleep. I need sleep. There's enough sugar in me to run out.
Bacon wrapped gator tail.
That does not have sugar in it. Excuse me, sir. How much for a bacon wrapped? Haven't had protein in a minute.
I've been surviving on nothing but sugar and beer.
Just sugar, carbs, and beer.
This is
which
Kai's,
is fine.
Poor Kai's bathroom. Poor Kai's bathroom.
It's later in the evening, and he's about to move his cart anyway. He just hands you a little platter. You're good.
Thank
On the
you,
house.
sir.
Happy Dragon's Town.
Happy Dragons.
So y'all heading back to the house.
Before going in,
Okay.
Phil's just going to say, pretty sure you can still hear me, old man. Somehow. Not you, Kai. Pretty sure you can hear me too. But if you want us to let you out, we need a little bit more help. Phil will then pop his collar, take a big bite of the gator tail wrapped in bacon he
Right.
got. It's teriyaki.
Alright.
Tastes just like chicken.
If y'all could switch with Spence again real quick for me. But don't leave entirely, please.
Oh no, I'm just gonna drive home.
Spencer!
Spence, it's your go. Okay. We didn't set anything on fire.
Alright. So, you leave them at the mausoleum. Do you head directly back to Kai's house?
Yes.
Alright. You pass a guy with a push cart, kind of, like, you didn't see him on the way in. He's kind of, by the gate into the City of the Dead. He's got, like, a push cart that, has a big old sign on the side that says Bacon Wrapped Gator Tails, Special Teriyaki.
Why not? Because it's been one of those nights.
Have one on the house home.
Thank you.
And he just kind of keeps pushing his cart along. So you can head back into Kai's house. What was there anything else? Sorry.
No.
Okay. You head back into Kai's house. He's still in the same chair where you left him a few minutes ago. And you come in, the door closes behind you. Marianne kind of peeks her head out of the kitchen, sees it's you, smiles, goes back into the kitchen.
She just kind of just goes back to where she was sitting earlier and just looks just about as crestfallen as Kai does, and just like, I tried to warn them, but that damn Fil'verl was just so adamant on wanting his experiments.
I realize that belief without proof is not something easily come by. But I would hope that the experience will not prove too dangerous for him.
I hope so too. It should just be able to just teach a valuable lesson in just, investigating things thoroughly before you do experiments. I should know that this is me living trying to get a second chance at life, not having all of my memories.
You will recall when you came here 2 days ago.
Correct.
I said I could not help you find the shards.
Right.
This is why. No other reason. Just this.
Right.
I feel that I have been as forthright as I can be.
Right.
Without scaring you all off.
I mean that I literally gave my soul away to save our compatriot Tal'gor in exchange for losing nearly everything I worked for. But you didn't scare me because that it just everything comes with a price, and in that you have your terms, and I am trying to do right instead of meddle with faith that much.
My offer of your staying in my home, of assisting you with your knowledge of Waterdeep in general, that still stands, provided those stones stay in the box. I don't care what you do with them when you're out of my home. But within my home, my lair, they stay in the box.
Could I make a investigation check, because it seems like that kind of tone is shifting towards more like a draconic nature or anything like that?
You don't even need to check. He definitely is. Like, he's pissed, but not to the point of kicking y'all out on your asses. But he's trying to be very, very, very clear.
Right, and then that Zhonya is practically the same way, but after that, the events of last night, that she's like, no, just let him be his own man. The old you would have probably lit his ass on fire and slapped the living taste out of his mouth.
God damn it, Kevin.
But regardless, that I do hope that, I know that basically that it wasn't, I know that he had wanted to ask Arten to basically assist more so than me, because I would have strongly objected. I just want to make sure we are doing everything we can right to basically get all the pieces back together. But I don't like the dissonance that has occurred between us.
Kai stands up and walks over to the bookshelves in the corner of the room. He reaches up and pulls down it's got that really old, shiny patina leather going on, like, all over the outside. He turns around and sets it on the table and says, That is every one of my cousins that I'm aware of, myself included. In the back of the book is the most dangerous one of all. The shards that you all have, one of them is damaged, isn't it?
Yes, I had tried to do what I could to basically reverse the effects, and just at the time, magic wasn't just with me at the time.
You can't undo a broken heart. You can only put the pieces back in shape. The one in the back of the book, do not speak their name aloud. But they are the one that is the most dangerous to you all, because you have a fractured shard. You will never be able to hide from him. If there are mirrors, and the shard is out in the open, the mirror realm is ours, and they can access it as well as any of us. Whatever you do, do not expose the fractured shard in front of a mirror, or they will come hunting.
Alright, I will see what I can do, and then if that Fil'verl, or rather the Astral Elf, tries anything like that, I will see fit, because from basically a bit of my studies and experience, I have learned that one life versus that the many is far more valuable to keep safe.
It's the choice that made us all. And he leaves and heads back upstairs.
Right?
Leaves the book on the table.
She approaches the book, starts reading through it and stuff. Okay. It can be up in a future document later.
Yeah. Go ahead and... Hey, you guys!
Hey! Come on! Oi!
Try to get this finished.
He sounds like I'm dyslexic and trying to say peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly time!
I got my tongue in the end of the chair.
Okay, so the two of you come back into the house. Kai is no longer in the parlor, but Zhonya is leafing through a rather thick leather-bound book. The edges of the leather that are visible are very, very shiny, like that very old leather shine.
Well worn and oiled by fingers.
Yes. They're back.
The old man go to sleep?
Yes.
He doesn't sleep.
That he has went away.
Second part of the experiment was proven true.
And what was that be?
Any creature connected to the undead or darkness wants these, regardless of if they were good or not, or beneficial to us in the past.
Yes.
The both of you roll me perception.
7.
Oh, fair. This makes sense.
Nope, that's D12. This is perception. It's 16.
The page that Zhonya is currently looking at in that book has a full color art of a blue-skinned, bald-headed, very feminine-looking face with the striped tattoos. You saw her in one of the windows.
Who's that?
The name listed is Kyrina. She's not in the back of the book.
It appears to be Kyrina.
Who's Kyrina?
That this is a book of all of the Kais.
So that
Scratch that. I don't think it was all the. I don't think it was all evil things, or all dead things, what showed up,
We're dead guys.
she showed up. But also, every ghost that showed up had matching eyes. Solid black, onyx like the stones we're looking for.
Are you telling me that tomb is nothing but the resting place of multiple Kais? That didn't
Not
make
exactly
it to
telling you
old
that.
age.
What I am saying is that she was there, and all the other ghosts had matching eyes.
I'm taking that they have Kai eyes.
I'm assuming they're all the same kind.
Are there other pictures in the book, Professor?
Yes.
There are.
Every entry has a full color portrait.
Okay. Are there more ghosts? Do they match more ghosts that I saw?
Every face you saw is in the book. And
Well, that confirms it.
there are other faces you did not see in the windows that are in the book that have, at the bottom of the last page of their entry, says deceased with a year and a plain location information. But the ones that you saw do not have deceased. The implication being they're still alive.
Not even dead. See, the deceased ones weren't there. But I flipped back to the other ones, and I was like, this one, and this one. All there. All present. But do not have a day of death.
As that I am reading through this book, and also before Kai had went to bed, is that the shard is back in the box?
In the box, in the bag.
Good. Keep
No
it
more.
that way.
No more experiments tonight.
It shouldn't be any more, hopefully. And also, a word of warning. Do not put that fractured shard by a mirror. Do not.
I figured that goes without saying after last night.
What does the book say about that?
Do you want to turn to the back of the book?
She will basically just kind of give just like a knowing look to Arten, and just like that there is one name. Do not speak it in the back of this book. That you can look for it yourself, so for just your own information. But I am not going to speak it.
Why?
Because that is the most dangerous one. That this is the information that I have received from Kai.
The Kai who shall not be named.
Bad Kai.
From that the Kai
Bad like
that
a
is
cobra?
living us. From
No.
that, that the Kai
Cobras aren't
that
bad.
has basically graciously allowed us to basically reside here. And then that we should just basically uphold his rule of basically no shards are open in his house.
Fair. That is fair.
Because that he is the most dangerous and most powerful. And basically with just that the fracture in the gym, that it is basically opened up doors to the others.
Give me that book.
Are you going to turn to the
Yes.
back of the book? Okay. You flip through the pages. You find a goodly third of the book is still blank. You keep flipping into the back, and there are there's a full dozen pages. Most of the other entries are only 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
The name, again, this is DM speak here. Don't say the name aloud. Reference it otherwise. This is a Voldemort situation, okay? So the name is Caerlo. Caerlo. Phil, are you looking as Arten is turning to that page?
Not looking at the page, but maybe still looking at the book, trying to wrap a mind around that. Basically, that cracked shard, or maybe just any of the shards, are a beacon to all the other versions of Kai that are out there.
Okay. The portrait takes up a full page under the name. It looks very fiendish. Kind of a larger than life physique. And the wings at its back are that leather with the feathers over top. very much like what you saw in some of the imagery from Phinos and Luifa. The head has a multitude of horns, very, very draconic looking. The eyes are full black with a orange, pupil ring in the centers. And the whole portrait is painted against like a background of a dark, dripping cavern where all of the stalactites and stalagmites, all the stone features, are mirrored glass. Like it almost looks like the painting itself makes it look reflective, even though it's not fully reflective. It's not truly mirrored glass. The entry information, if you're going to flip through and actually read about it, it talks about how Kerlo was one of the first instances of Phinos actually succeeding in infusing some of his essence into a fallen star. So this Kerlo individual was once much like the Zaz that you knew. At the grand finale of Kairos being released, Kerlo is the one who said to...
I'm just waving. Just keep going. Just waving at the person and said, hey.
Kerlo basically is the one who put the shards back into place to defy Phinos, and then took in some of Kairos' own power when Kairos, for lack of a better term, ascended once more. That mingling of what was once a star and was now a Phinos touched and then a Kairos touched created essentially an abomination. Kerlo's only purpose and only goal in life is to eliminate all other what apparently is called Kairos touched. So literally every other person in the book, the ones that are deceased, they are dead by Kerlo's hand.
And so, I'm assuming if I say his name, he comes here. His purpose would be to kill Kai. Now I have an instant kill word for Kai. Got it. Over here.
Your DM does not recommend releasing 2 giant godly touched beings in Waterdeep.
Just let's go write it on a piece of paper and shove it back in the room with all the broken glass.
Arten would never. Jedediah is over here like, you just gave me power word kill for Kai, and I'm hilariously amused by this.
Essentially, Kerlo is the
anti-Kai.
He is the anti-Kai. He is the worst.
Yeah. Understood. He is 100% German sausage. I understand. I get it. But I love the idea of just being like,
What?
Did you just yell at me again? You want me to do what? Care more about what I'm talking about right now. Okay? You need to care about me. You what? You want all this money you gave me back? You need to stop caring about that, okay?
But yeah, so essentially the book has been left for y'all to educate yourselves.
Does the image look like what I saw in the mirror?
Yes. Exactly the same.
Phil's going to say, that is what was in the mirror last night.
That?
Yes.
No fucking wonder you gave me the stones.
No, I felt that they should be in another dimension. Also the fact that the second I get outside, the old man is acting like he's hungrier than he's ever been.
Because that...
He desires them.
Yes.
He wants them to hoard them and keep them as part of himself.
Again.
All of them do. That's what...
The question here is then, do we want to make another one of these?
I'm kind of enjoying Waterdeep. We could just stay here.
My thing is...
The spring is lovely.
My thing is that we have a...
Entire world we must save.
So... I have already lived a life once. Let me at least make this lifetime of mine more fruitful and less as you like to call me, bitchy, for other people to enjoy it. Good night. And she just walks up and goes up the stairs.
So far, she's not succeeding at that last part.
She's trying. My conscience would not allow me to let the entire world burn for my own fears.
No, we can't do that. We have a responsibility.
Let's see.
Never say whatever you just wrote down.
I know.
I'm not even looking at it because I'd be tempted. I am pissed at multiple people here.
Alright. Are there any player-specific questions, clarifications, or otherwise?
Boosie, wait till I tell you what we did today. Woo, baby.
So much.
We got
So
some stories to tell. What you been doing? Hanging out, drinking cider? I feel you.
I've been chasing the ghosts around the place. They're all in a ruckus.
Fat, that sounds kinky.
It's just a cat with a laser pointer that is a ghost. Just...
Marianne kicked me out of the kitchen, though. So...
You didn't go enjoy the festival?
Oh, no, I did! Pulls like a big bag of coins. I made us money.
My band.
Alright,
Last thing is, where's Grog?
definitely has already gone to bed. Crawled on top of the pillow pile that is somewhere in there's Tal'gor.
Okay, so he went to Tal'gor's room. If
Yes.
he didn't,
He's
Phil was
nesting
just
on
going to pick him
Tal'gor.
up and hug him.
Aww, adorable. Do you still want to stay in the room next to...
I will still stay in the room
yeah.
next to Arten and them.
Tal'gor
And
is
I
good.
will keep the mirror covered.
Okay.
Tal'gor's gonna emerge from his pillow nest one day with a bushel of eggs that he's been hoarding. We're like, you're a girl? And he's like
Just... It's like a morning gecko situation. When
Don't
Life,
assign a gender binary to lizard folk. We don't know.
life
Gecko,
finds a way.
where life will find a way, and now there's a bunch of clone Tal'gors that have been produced.
Good God.
Okay, so I know that was a lot. Thank y'all for playing, but I hope that clears up some of the chaos and kind of gives us a impetus forward.
Yep.
My head hurts. Hi! Thank y'all for doing the watchy things, and we got things to talk about.
Okay, so if you look up right above Neysa on the stream, we are still doing Extra Life. Any donations can be done through the Extra Life donation button that's down below us on the channel. We are currently at $1,234, our 1,500 goal for this season. We will have another fundraising weekend, the weekend of the 17th. We'll be doing Phasma and then some online games, so that folks in Lafayette don't have to drive up here and we don't have to drive down there. Mm-hmm. So we will keep doing that through December 31st. Any and all donations that you make will go to the Children's Miracle Hospital Network, specifically towards Batson's or Children's of Mississippi Hospital, where we used to take our son. Any donations you can make are greatly appreciated. Give the gift to a family this season that they might not have to worry about their child's medical bills. Other stuff going on. We will have the roundtable this Sunday that is resolutions and looking forward to next year. Mm-hmm. Monday will be Holy Winds returning. Claire has gotten over her dental surgery and is no longer painkillered up to where she thinks the floor is made out of sky. And then we'll be back with Tears of Kairos next Thursday as well. And somewhere in there, we're probably going to stream a video game or two.
Brouhaha?
Oh, Brouhaha will be Saturday.
Yeah.
Brouhaha will be Saturday, provided that everything with helping someone move goes according to plan and doesn't take too long. Mm-hmm. So we will probably be bottling a mead, maybe making a mead, and definitely sampling some odd beers. So that's everything we got going on. Socials on Facebook, YouTube, Linktree, Twitch. We are Team Bonus Action. On Twitter, as long as it doesn't burst into flames anytime soon, we are at bonus_team. Mm-hmm. Look, I don't doubt it.
Are we verified?
Not
No.
yet.
No.
Sorry, I turned.
Are we verified? Dude.
No.
I turned this off.
We also have a lovely website that has been created just in the last month for teambonusaction.com. If you go there,
It's so pretty.
You can see other videos, you can get information on the team, past events, and also find links to affiliated friends that we have, including local game stores. Ours will be up there soon once I email stuff. So, that's what we got going on. That's all of our socials. That's all of the other business.
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 What about criminal business?
And
We already did that and it went south. Okay, the criminal business did not go
No,
south.
criminal business.
Criminal.
Criminus.
Oh, criminus.
Criminal business.
Oh, we,
Do we have it? I mean, I was just joking.
Oh. I thought you said criminal. It's like the criminal business went fine. It was the extraction that went south. that Halo pickup didn't go well. Anyway, and since Knox is not here, everybody,
Don't
let your
meat
meat
loaf. We actually got that on time for once. Everybody
Wow.
was just in sync.
We did a thing.
We did a thing.
So proud of us.